Okay, list is a collection in which each variable has pre or pro sequential relation with a specific index. Okay, and its syntax is this one. We can give the list elements in here. Okay, lists are ordered and mutable. You can replace, insert, delete the elements from list. Okay, and indexing starts with a 0. Negative index access from the end. Okay, but we will solve the problems in here. Okay, so print new line. This is an empty space in here for our examples. And so in order to find the list, we should give the brackets in here, just like this one. And so 1, 2, 3, is given in here. And so we can print the A elements with an empty space just like this one. And so the type can be called in here in order to find out the which type is it. Okay, see, 1, 2, 3 is a list, and it is in terms of the what, a class of list. Okay, and so also we can give the what, the A, just like this one, Ali, Kamil, Ayşe, and also we can give the print in here. See, we can store either the integer or string or float or anything else in here. Okay, for example, I choose the Ali, Kamil, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6. Okay, and also again I can write these terms in here just like this one. This is the Ali Kamil, is in the string type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6 is given in the what, in the type of the what is the list. Okay, so the list holds always the reference to the elements. Mutating a reference mutable element affects every list that references same element. Okay, and so we can store the string, float, and either the what, the numerical types. Okay, but this is an important feature. This can be stored another list. Okay, A, Ali, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, and also we can create what, another list in here, just like this one, Veli, and we can write the whole the types in here just like this one. And so we have a list, but list within a list, and so this is a nested list. Okay, we can do that. So we have some built-in function, len function, in order to find out how many elements are stored in this list. For example, if we choose the what, this nested list, or something less important example should be given in here, 4, 4, 1 dot. Okay, and so we can print the type of these terms, and also we should give the what, another empty space, len a in here. The len returns the length of this list. For example, we have the 3 elements in here, Ali, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 dot 1. Okay, the length of this list is equals to what, 3. Okay, but what happened if I choose this one? How many elements returns from the A right now, guys? Just tell me. We have Ali, 1, 2, and 3, and also we have the one list elements. and it should returns to the what? To the 4. Okay, not the 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4 5 6. We don't have the 6 elements, we have the 4 elements in this list, because this list is also another element of the main list. Okay, only top level elements are included in the what? In the len operation in here. Okay, this is the basic for the list. Okay, so we should continue with the what? For reaching specific values. How we can reach the elements of this list? For example, A 1 2, and we can give the list in here, and also Ali. Okay, so in order to reach the specific elements, we should give the A 0, A bracket 0, this one, and so this is the index of the what? Of the list. Okay, and also we can search the type of the what? This list. So what's the output of this code right now? Eren or Mustafa or Ahmet. One, and type, yes, int. Okay, because first element is 1 and the type of the 1 is integer, not the list in here. Okay, so what about this one? 2 and 2. If I run this code, this is the list. It returns to the list, and it's type of the what? The list class. Okay, what about this one? If I choose the what? 2.3, what's the result of this code? The last one. It is syntax error, because the list index or index must be integer or slice, not the float one. Okay, this is the syntax error. What about this one? 50. We have 3 elements in here, but what if I should call A50 in here? If I run this code and then the list index out of range, because we don't have the what? The 50 elements in here. We have only 3 elements. This is the index error. Okay, so what if I choose to create the what? The 3 2 3 4 and Ali, and so B is equals to the A0 in that case. And so just remember that ID gives us the address values of the what? The terms. And so the print also B. And so what's the result of this code? The address are the same or not. I'm waiting. Same, because the A0 is integer and B is also assigned to the what? The A0, this integer, this literal, and so the same address happens. Okay, so small integers may be interned by the C Python in here, and IDs may match across variables, which means that the literals are always contained at the specific same address in here, guys. Okay, so A is 1 2 3 4 and Ali. Okay, and so the print, how can we reach the specific values of the nested list in here? See that 1, and if I use the another bracket in here, I'm reaching to the what? To the specific nested list in here. And so what's the outcome of this code, the last code? Yes, 3. Because we reached the list within a list, and so it returns to the what, to this one. And so what is the type of this code right now? Yes, integer. Correct. So what about this one? A 1 20 30 and 40 50 and Ali. Print A1 2 and 1. What's the outcome of this code? See, it's 50, just like Eren and Ibrahim said that. Okay, this is the basic rule to reaching out to the list. Okay, what about this one? A is empty list and print len A, and bool conversion is applied in here. And so what's the outcome of this code? Last code. In that case, we have the 0 elements and the false. Okay, the empty containers are falsy and non-empty containers are truthy in Boolean context. Just remember that. Okay, so it's the difference between the C++. We have the minus in this in here. Okay, for example, A 10 20 30 40 and 50. Okay, and so what about this one, minus 1? If I choose the minus 1, what's the outcome in here? No, not 40, 50. It's the last element. Okay, but the Python sees that code just like this one, len A minus 1. These are the identicals right now. The rule of the Python to reaching out this one. Okay, this minus 1 converts into the what, the len A minus 1, and so it returns to the what, the last index in here. Okay, and so what about this one? 1 2 3 4 and 5 and 6 7 8. Okay, these are the case. And so what about this one? A minus 1 and minus 2. What's the output of the last code? Yes, it returns to the what, the last index, and so minus 2 element is the 7. Okay, because the Python sees that code just like this one, len A, right? And also at the second case, len A minus 1 minus 2. These are the identicals, guys. Okay, see, so this is the minus index, and we have also collective index. Okay, but what about this? For example, we have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and so what's the outcome of this code? 1 2 3. This is a slice, guys. What's the outcome of this code right now? No, in that case we have 2 3. This is the first index and the second index, but 3 doesn't include this one, and minus 1 is given. Okay, and so what about this? Print A 0 2 len A. What's the outcome of this code right now? It's 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, see, no, the len A returns to 5. We don't have the 5 index in here. This slice returns to what? 1 2 3. No, this returns 2 3, not the 4 in here. Okay, 2 3. The last index cannot be included to this slice at this case. Okay, and so what about this one? Or I can write that this one, the start and stop, can be given just like this one. This includes the cluster, but this is not. Okay, this is the rule. And so what about this one? A 1 minus 2. What's the output of this code? Now we have 2 3 because the print A 1 len A minus 2, which means that 5 minus 2 is 3, and this is equals to what? The 3, 1 to 3, and so we have 2 and 3 in here. Okay. So what about this one? A 3 2. What's the output of this code? In that case, we have the empty space because we cannot increase the slice from 3 to 2. Okay, we can't do that, cannot do that, but minus 1 can be given in here. See, it's 4. Okay, in this case it's empty, and in this case we have 4. And so what about this? The increment or decrement rate of this slice. Okay, what about this one? 100 to 200. What's the result of the last code? In that case, it returns to the what? The empty space in here. Okay. But if we use the only 100 index, this is a syntax error. No, this is not out of range because it's a slice. Okay, this is a rule for Python, but this is index error. Okay, yani eğer bir indeks girerseniz bu indeksin dışındaysa bu syntax error, ama bir slice girerseniz buraya dışında olsa bile bu slice out of range vermez, hiçbir şey döndürmez size. Python'ın kuralı bu arkadaşlar. Out of range, which means that we have the 5 element, and so we can use only the index. See, minus 1 is a 4. Which example? This is identical with this one. Minus 1 len A minus 1. This means that this one T3 2 minus 1, which means that start is 3, stop is 2, but minus 1 increment is equals to the minus 1, which means that 3 2 1, because it's our increment rate in here. Reverse order. Yani 3'ten 2'ye eksi 1 ile gidebilirsin. Ama ben mesela buraya 1 yazayım. Bu yine yapamayacak arkadaşlar. Bakın şimdi. See? Empty space happen in here. Okay? This is valid in minus 1. But in 1, it's not minus. It's not valid. Okay? Okay. So, what happened if I choose the print A 1 to 30? What's the results? No. 3 2 4 5, because 0 is the first index. I'm sorry, so we need to comment these terms. See, 2 3 4 5 is given because we have valid index 1 2 3 4, but not 5 6 7. But this is a slice, and so the only current elements are printed in here, just like this one. Okay, Slicing auto clamps to valid points. Bounds in here. Slicing auto clamps to valid bounds. Okay. So, what about this one? A 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. And so the print A minus 20 to 3. What's the output of this code? If I'm running this code and then 10, 20, 30, which means that 0, 1, 3, 2 indices are operated. Arkadaşlar, eğer ben buraya 3 yazarsam, hala bak Eren mesela İbrahim yanlış söylüyorsunuz. Bakın ben buraya 3 yazarsam 0'dan 3'e kadar, yani 0, 1 ikinci indis koyuluyor. Son yazılan rakam buraya koyulmuyor. Yani 3'ü koymuyorsunuz. O yüzden 3 tane element var. Yani sen buraya 3 yazınca şey olmuyor. Onun bir eksiğini zaten burada yapıyorsun. Buna dikkat edin. Hata yapabilirsiniz burada. Okay. And so what about this one? Minus 20 to 20. What's the output of this code? Yes, because the valid index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What about this one? 2 to 3. What is this? This returns only 2 elements, or this one. This is 0 element, this 1 element, and this is 2 elements, but not the 3. Okay, 30. So print no A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. We have special dot operator in here, just like this one. If I use this nomination and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is added, which means that this is what up to 5, 0 to up to 5 elements. And what if I choose or rotate these values, just like this one, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? Or what if I choose the only dot operator? See, the whole elements are given right now, okay? Any question? If there's no question, and so we need to continue with the assignment operator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And so A0 is assigned to 50, 5. And so the print A. What's the result right now? What's the result? No. Just see that the first element of the list is changed 55, and so the whole A is written on this page. Okay, 55, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eren, hala bak anlamadın. Bak bu A yazarsan buraya 5. elemanını da alıyorsun. Yani şu an alıyorsun. Ama sınırlarsam o zaman alıyorsun. Şimdi okay. B is equals to the A 1 to 3. Okay, Eren, what's the output of B? Just tell me. Only you. Yeah, in this case, the 1 element, this one, 2 and 4, and it's correct. Okay, 2, 3. Okay. What about the address? A is equals to the what? 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, and 5. And also B is assigned with the whole elements to the A. And so the print ID A and B. Okay. Is the addresses are the addresses the same or not at this case? If I run this code, we have the different addresses in here. Okay, because it's not the same address because it's a list. But if I choose the A0 and B0 in here, they are the same because this is literal. Okay, literals address compared in here, guys. Okay. This is the shallow copy. Container is new. Contained object are the same reference right now. Okay, but the main address of the A and B are different. Okay. So what about this one? We copy all of this A in here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We can give the slices in here just like this one. The A start with 0 up to 5 with 2 increment. What is the output of this code right now? Starting 0 up to 5 with the increment rate of the 2. Yes. 1, 3, 5. Because first is this, third, and 5 is given in here. What if I choose the this one, 5, 2? What's the outcome right now? Yes, because these are identical. Even if we use the 0 or not, this interpretation is equal to the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. And so what about this? A, this one. What is this? What's the output for the last code? Start and increment. This is the code. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. See, because defaultly it's equalized to the 1. Okay. And so what about this? A, 2. What's the results? Just see the syntax. Empty start, empty end, but the increment rate 2. And so it means that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right? See? What about this one? A, 9 up to 0, but with the -1 increment rate. What's the results? Inverse, but with a difference. We don't have the 10. We have the 10. The 10 is the 19 this up to 0, but we don't have the 1 in here, guys, because the 0 is nth element. Nth element does not include to the what, to the slice in here. And so 10, 9, 8, blah blah blah, 3, 2, not the 1. Okay, what about this one? Empty, empty, minus 1. What is that? In this case, we have the minus 1 is to the what? To the 10, 9, 8, but we have also minus 1 in here, guys. It returns to the what? The reverse copy of these algorithms. Because this is the increment or decrement rate. The other one is the default values. Okay. In that case, 10, 9, blah blah blah, 2 and 1 is given in here. Okay, so what about this one? A contains the 1 and a list and 5. Okay, and B is assigned with the what? 1 to 3 elements of A. Okay, so 1 to 3, this one and this one is included in here. Okay, and also we assign to the what, or we can assign to the what, we can print the B in here, just like this one. 2, 3, 4 is a list element, and we have also F5. Okay, and so A 1 and 2 is assigned to 500, and after that I print A and B. What's the output of this code right now? If I run this code and then see, can remove this one. So 1, 2, 3, 505 and 2, 3, 505. But I just only changed the A, not the B. This is an important property for given the list in here. We have the same address at the B and A right now. This is the classic shallow copy pitfall with nested mutables, guys. Okay, this is important. Any question? If you don't have any question, and so we will continue with the operator overloading. What's the meaning of the operator overloading? If you have the plus, minus, negative operators in C or C++ or the Python, we can add some another features to these operators, or in other words, the Python processed everything related to the function and methods as an operator. See, normally we had 1, 2, 3 in here, just like this one, and B is equals to the 11, 22 and 33. Okay, and so C, A plus B. And so what's the result of the C in here? Any guess? If I run this code and then 1, 2, 3 and plus addition 11, 22 and 33 are included in here, not the 1 plus 11, 2 plus 22, 3 plus 32. This is called the operator overloading. We can collect the both list into the one. Okay, but this is how we can apply these rules in here, or we can print the what, for example, new list, just like this one, A plus Veli Ben or sun. And so if I run this code, new list 1 2 3 and addition of the band sun, normally we cannot plus or add any feature with the what with the plus, but plus has different meaning at there. This is called operator overloading. Normally it applies arithmetic operation in here, but we can't do that because the list is not a default type of these terms, and so this plus has another meaning. In that case, this is overloaded with some features, some another features in here. Okay, this is called operator overloading. Please analyze and make some research about it. Okay, and so the print id a 0 and c. What's the result of these terms? The address are the same or not? In that case, we have the same address. Okay, integers may be shared. The concatenate list reuses element object, not the recreation one in here. Same address contained in here. What about this one? Plus equal 33444. Okay, and so the print c can be written in here just like this one, and so we can add the 1 2 3 11 22 33, and also we have 300 and 400 values in here. This mutates list in place extent, unlike the create a new list in here. Okay, and also we can write another example in here. For example, a 1 2 3 and b is equals to a times 3, and what's the outcome of the b in here? In that case, we multiply the whole elements of these terms 1 2 3 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, not the multiplication of the 1 times 3 2 times 3 or 3 times 3 in here, or b is equals to b times minus 1. And so we deleted some portion or the permanent part of this code, because b equals times minus 1 returns to the empty space, because we remove everything in here, not the other one. Okay, or for the special case, see a is equals 1 and print a id a times equal 4, and we can apply these results. Okay, what about the id one? See, these are two different IDs or the address, different address, because of this element operations. Okay, ints are immutable. Arithmetic creates a new int object in here. Okay, because immutable int. But what about this one? A 1 2 3. Okay, and so the print a id a. Okay, and so the print a first element and also id a first element. Okay, what's the result of these terms? One of them is returns to the what, to the list address, the other one is returns to the int. But what if a times equal 4 and print this one? What's the output of these terms? See, in that case, for example, See, 1 to 3 in the first place is the 24 address, and 1 is different. This is the integer address, but if we multiply the results, the first address of the A does not change or stays at same address. Okay? Any question? If there is no question, and so in the next week we will continue with the constructor definition, guys. Okay? That's an end for today.